have said that you resent the idea of being called an African American, that
Yes.
you are a Black American.
Yes.
Explain.
I think that when they call Black people who were born and raised for generations in this country, if you accept the handle of African American, that says that you don't accept being an American American. You don't accept being born in Chicago or New York or Detroit or wherever you were born. For generations, your family has been here, you know, built this country too. Sweat and tears and all that, you know, fought in every war, okay? So this is my country here. So I don't want to be called African American. I'm an American American. My people have died and done everything for this country.
I'm always going to be known as a Black American. I can't call myself an African American because when they want to separate us, then they say we are African American. But remember this: when I'm competing in the Olympics, I didn't compete on an African American Olympic team. I competed on an American Olympic team. So don't Separate me when you want to separate me.
I am not an African American. I'm an American. I am a Black American. I am definitely Black. And yes, my ancestors come from Africa. How long does a bloodline have to live in one land before they are considered a pure species of that land? Meaning, how long do my people have to be in America to say, hey, no, we're American, compared to some people who are English American, who are Irish American, who are German American from their ancestors, but they get to call themselves American. There's nothing wrong with being African American, but a true African American is someone that is from Africa and moved here, either first generation or second generation, and has a that country that I do not have. One of the first census in Virginia that allowed for Black people to have a name was somebody from my family.
So Africans don't even fuck with us.
Wow.
Because they don't. We're not from the motherland. We're from America. So I'd rather say I'm a Black American. So I consider myself a Black American. I don't consider myself African American and shout that. Because Africans don't even fuck with us.
Wow.
Because they don't.
I don't mind the term African American. I don't want to be called African American.
Why is that?
I'm not African.
Very strong.
What's so funny? He's not African. You heard him. All right, family. Hey, man, you know how we do. Late night live. I was actually ready at 8:30 p.m. I was just, on the phone talking with family, you dig, and I was definitely trying to get started way earlier. So my fault. 4 Lane, Tashi D, Miss D, 6 Women's Sports, Kiel Hall, Claude Zandam. I am 6th. Fresh always, you dig, and we are in the building. Okay, we're gonna get this going. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Oh, by the way, I am going to do a Charlie Kirk video, and as far as information, I think I'm going to do many people did Charlie Kirk videos online, right? I think I'm going to do the best Charlie Kirk video. Okay, as far as information, I'm going to do the best Charlie Kirk video as far as information. All right, like the way I connect the dots, because I wasn't going to touch it. But I'm like, you know what? I got so much information, family, that's like that I'm like just burying because I don't want to touch it. I don't want to be shadow banned. But I'm like, you know what? Oh well, let me just put it out there. You feel me? But what I got, family, is different. Like the research I did, the dots I'm gonna connect is gonna be really different. It's not gonna be like trust me, it's not gonna be a normal video. You're gonna definitely be like, wow, oh, I didn't know that. Wow, how you connect that, right? Trust me. And again, I was just gonna bury it, like, oh well, I'm not gonna touch this. But I'm gonna let you guys know. So maybe tomorrow morning, either tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. I might do it tomorrow morning. I'm thinking about because I really want to share what I got. I'm gonna give you again. I already got Charlie Kirk videos. I've been debunking him while he was alive. Just go to my archives. I got at least 2 videos debunking his CRT. Like he's against critical race theory, and he said some false news, some false information, and I debunked them. But yeah, I think when I put my foot on something, some research or topic, I think it's gonna be different. It's different. It's not your troll stuff, emotionally rant. Like I usually have some type of rhyme and reason. And I'm gonna show you guys a Charlie Kirk that was in America. A Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is one of many. I'm gonna show you guys a Charlie Kirk in American history who was here 60 years ago. So there was already somebody doing a Charlie Kirk 60 years ago, right? Watch what I got tomorrow. Watch what I got. And I'm telling you, man, this is why like I said, everybody has a lane, and I know this is my lane. This research stuff, this is my lane. I found a Charlie Kirk 60 years ago before Charlie Kirk. You did. And family, y'all don't want to miss this one tomorrow morning. Like I said, I wasn't going to touch it. You guys heard me complaining about being shadow banned and this and that, and I didn't want to touch it. I mentioned them before, and all of a sudden nobody's getting a notification. So I'm like, well, shit, if I'm already shadow banned, why not just go ahead and just do it? So what I'm gonna do is gonna be crazy tomorrow. Something nobody did is because like everybody got their own gift, and research and going all the way is my gift. And I'm gonna show you an example right now. So you guys watched me earlier with the tether two nights back to back. So today was Kwame, and the night before is tether. Beautiful. Like these idiots don't know I was looking for them specifically because they got this dumb video where and I'm gonna show clips. They got a dumb video where they were pretending that Haitians call themselves black as an ethnonym before Foundation Black Americans. So if you heard my dialogue with Kwame earlier, you know he ran. Okay, he hopped off. The information didn't check out. All right, watch this.
See, and that's the difference between me and you.
Nah, you lied. You said Black Americans the only people to use black as an identity, and then we're showing different groups, and now you went against the nuance of things.
No, we're not.
To just end the debate, we could just go to the Census
No,
Bureau
oh, no,
or the
Thank you,
Oxford Dictionary.
Tashi D.
Oh no, we're not moving from here, brother. We're staying right here.
Yeah, he wanted to move so
setting up
badly.
now. I'm cooking you walking. I'm setting up. I got my laptop open
You
now.
didn't cook anything. You basically say you know more than ChatGPT. ChatGPT disagrees with you.
Yeah, you just read a descriptor. You're an idiot. You don't even know that.
Bro, you asked me to type in a certain question. I typed it in, and ChatGPT say yes. Haitians use the term. It disagree with you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do what you can't do. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, so we had to trust you. We ain't got to trust me. All right.
Okay, so earlier, which I don't have in here because it was kind of long. I'll try to shorten it up. So earlier, he read a ChatGPT. Okay, again, family. ChatGPT did not disagree with me. Okay, so when you use ChatGPT in a debate, it's important for everybody to share their screen because we need to know how did you ask ChatGPT the question. So what they do is, family, what Tethers do and white supremacists do, they'll purposely ask ChatGPT a vague question. It won't be specific. It's always going to be vague and ambiguous. And when you do that, ChatGPT is going to reply with a vague and ambiguous answer. When I ask ChatGPT questions, I set out parameters. I filter. I be specific. Okay, so when he read something less Noir, Lesnoir. He read that that's something French. The French called the Haitians. I guess it means black in French, but it was a it was like a slur. Okay, he would call they were calling them black in a like a as a bad thing, and the Haitians did not accept being called less Noir. Okay, he's acting like they did embrace it as an ethnonym. So this where we at. So, but when he read the definition or when he read about it, it said it was a descriptor, right? I said, bro, you don't know what a descriptor is? And I'm like, bro, you're not listening to me. I'm saying we use black as a proper noun, ethnonym, proper noun. Everybody else use black as a descriptor, adjective, and he did not understand what I was saying. And I'm like, oh, you dude, did you graduate high school? You don't know what adjective is from a proper noun? Like, I don't like. It's like, like he's like really remedial. But so we got past that. Well, I got past that guy. He's remedial, no problem. The chat understands the difference between a proper noun. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Tethers know what a proper noun is. Okay, but but we use black as a proper noun, not just a regular noun, as a proper noun, right? You got to know about proper nouns, and you got to know what an adjective is. So I said to him, I said, dude, adjectives cannot stand alone. A proper noun can. I said, adjectives got to attach themselves to something to survive. Their adjective is is a tether. It has to attach itself to something to stand by itself. So, example, red stop sign. See, the red adjective has to attach itself to a stop sign. It can't just be red by itself. It has to describe a noun. Like a tether, an adjective cannot stand by itself. But like a proper noun, like an FBA, it stands by itself. Black cat, angry cat, you feel me? Scary cat. All of that needs the cat to survive. It cannot just you can't just say angry. You know, that's not saying nothing. That's not, it has to describe a noun. Right. So I moved past, I cooked him on that. He didn't understand. So I was okay, let's move past that. So that's where we are right now. I'm just narrating. So now we're here. We're talking about Les Noir, Lenoir. That's a Haitian term, a French term that the French call the Haitians. Here we go.
Right. So I'm gonna do.
Yeah, then you can go to the Census Bureau next and find out the definition of black. We don't need your anecdotal definition. No. We could just go to the experts.
That's not anecdotal because we're gonna read it together. Nothing anecdotal about that. What's so anecdotal about reading together? That sounds like...
Yeah, we could read the Census Bureau definition or the Oxford Dictionary. And
you heard him? He said the Census definition, Census Bureau definition, and the Oxford Dictionary. And I was like, okay, we'll get there. Let's just slow walk it. No rush. No rush, guy. I got time.
We don't need your anecdotal definition. We can just find out from the, the linguistics, the linguists or the experts on the matter.
Hey, we can do all that. But right now, we're going to start from what I got. Right? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable? Okay, cool. All right. So let me switch my I'm on the phone. I'm going to switch from the phone.
Hey, man, peace and fresh always with the early, late super chat. The lineage love late this Thursday night. I appreciate it, bro. I promise you. And it'll go to something great. It won't go to something foolishness. It won't go to some foolishness. It'll go to something very, very great. All right. Thank you for that, man.
To the laptop, man. You see the difference. You'll hear the microphone. It's going to be way more crisp. Hold on.
So just to let you know, family, I was on a phone, right? So I was debating T-Rail. I was debating a bunch of people on the phone, walking, right? I wasn't near a laptop. I wasn't Googling. I'm debating on what I know, okay, on top of my head. I'm confident in my research and my ability to retain information and comprehend it correctly.
In fact, African American is one of the oldest terms for Black Americans in this country.
All right, family, this is the microphone. Okay.
See, he was just trying to gaslight me and trigger me.
Okay. All right. So let me show you how this works right here.
So now I finally made it to my laptop.
Now, what I'm gonna do with you is I'm gonna double down on you. Okay. So watch this. I'm gonna type exactly what you typed in, right? And I'm gonna share my screen. So I'm the same or almost the same thing. So what'd you type in again?
The question you told me to type in.
Right. And then tell me. I'm gonna type it in verbatim. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So family, he was trying to stop from telling me what he typed in because he knew he's done. All right. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
Finish. The Haitians use less Noir as a standalone ethnonym. What else?
That was the first question,
Okay.
And the second question.
Okay. Wait. No. Wait. That's it. Because I'm gonna tie in the second question to the first question. You see how intelligent people do?
So this is the question that I was typing in. All right.
Similar. So now I'm gonna type in: the Haitians use less Noir as a standalone ethnonym proudly. I'm gonna put the word proudly because we're Black and proud. Proudly, the the same way blacks in America.
So I'm gonna speed it up. Okay, I'm gonna just read it myself, and I'm gonna speed up. Fast forward to Revenue's response. So did Haitians use less Noir as a standalone ethnonym proudly, the same way blacks in America use black proudly as a standalone ethnonym? No replacement holder, nothing to come next, but the complete identity of a people. Right. So I know how to ask the right question in good faith. So it says, great question. And it cuts to the heart of the difference between Black American ethnogenesis and the rhetorical use of less Noirs. It said the rhetorical use of less Noirs. It says by Haitian revolutionaries. Let's break it down all the way. Short answer for your YouTube or podcast audience. I let them know that I'm a podcaster. It says no. Haitians did not use less Noirs as a standalone ethnonym in the same way Black Americans use black as a complete identity. So he's dead right there. He's out of here. Okay, but I kept going. Less Noirs in Haiti was a rhetorical, revolutionary term used in contrast to whites, mulattoes, or colonists, not as a nation forming identity. So this is the same issue that African Tether called in the night before. So he also debated me on this because they did a live together where they thought they had something. They thought they had the right research. And no, you can't do the right research without an FBA person monitoring what you guys got going on. Okay. So Haitians ultimately embraced the term Haitian as their full ethnonym, not black, only, only Only Black Americans took black and made it what? And made it the identity in full. Only Black Americans did that. So right now, I don't know what the hell we're arguing. Okay, so hold on.
Use you're missing what I'm saying right now. So maybe I should ask you this. To make it the full identity. We're not black. Only Black Americans took black and made it the identity in full. Is that true or false?
I agree with that.
Okay, so I don't got to read from these people. We got it. We understand it. Okay, so we're moving on. It's over. All right. So I only got to read through the needs. You understand that only Black Americans took black and made it the full identity. So we can move on. That's why I say that we're the only black people in the world. Everybody else use black as a descriptor. We're the only ones to make it the full identity. We're not black and Haitian. We're not black and Jamaican. We're not black and Ugandan. We're just black. All you guys
You're black and American. You're black and American.
Well, Americans are culture, but I'm saying beyond the culture, we don't like, for example, like Jamaican could bring their culture over here and it could reign supreme, and now we're black Jamaican. But what I'm saying is the culture could change. Well, who we are is going to be the common denominator. So, that's what I'm trying to say. So you could bring Nigerian culture over here, and it could reign supreme, and guess what? We're black Nigerian. But the word black, that's never going to change. That's who we are. That's what makes it unique. Okay? That's what I'm saying, bro. It's the black thing that makes us different, not the culture. You got that?
Okay, so what's your thoughts on the Census Bureau definition of black then?
So you see, he keep mentioning Census Bureau definition of blackness. I'm gonna get there, and he's gonna hop off the call because he at that point he knew he's not in the same league as myself.
I'm not. Oh, I don't care about the. Wait. You know what? Let me type it in. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let me cook you this way. So let me end this morning. Let me end this weak argument. Okay, so hold on. Let me type it in. The census.
I didn't say shit.
No, you said the Census Bureau, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the Census Bureau. Whoa. did what? Hey, put it down. That's dirty. Put that down. Put it down. Go ahead and ground. That's dirty. Okay, go ahead. The Census Bureau did what?
The Census Bureau
Wait. Hold. Don't worry, you can cook that too. ChatGPT is undefeated, and it aligns up with FBA's. ChatGPT is pro FBA. Hey, okay, hold on. Then let me type in what you're going to say. Forget about what I'm going to say. What is ChatGPT going to say about this?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Census Bureau says what?
What is the Census Bureau definition of black?
Okay, so the Census Bureau defines black as what?
Let's figure out what ChatGPT or the Census Bureau say.
No. Okay, okay, but then it's just okay. Then we're not moving on. I was gonna see family. What he's doing is he knows he's full of shit because I was gonna type in whatever his conclusion was to ChatGPT and see what answer, how they reply to that, and we know it's gonna cook that. Okay.
The Census Bureau defined definition of black is any person with ancestry of the African or the racial groups of Africa.
Right. Okay. So why you want to say that? Why you withholding it? Okay. So the Census Bureau defines black as any person with ancestry to what?
To Africa.
To Africa.
Okay. So family, hold on. So now let me just read the rest of this. Okay, so now he's on the Census Bureau because he lost it right here. It says deep historical breakdown, context of Les Noirs in Haiti, 1700s to 1804. Les Noirs, French for the blacks, was used by Toussaint Louverture, John Jacques Dessalines, and other Haitian revolutionaries primarily as a revolutionary label, not look. So Les Noirs. So remember this because when I play African Dream next, you need because he's gonna argue the same shit. So y'all guys know this. Les Noirs is primarily a revolutionary label. It is not a culture identity. This is a L. Okay. It was used in opposition to Les Blancs, the whites. So you got Les Noirs and Les Blancs to unite Africans of various ethnicities and enslaved peoples against French and colonialism and white supremacy rule. Okay. So anyway, we know about black. We know about black. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Okay. So now, did Haitians ever use black as an ethnonym? No. They transitioned to call themselves Haitians after Revolution, which was the name chosen to reflect the indigenous pride from the Taino and the Ayiti people, meaning land or high mountains. They did not adopt black as a national. What happened? The Haitians did not adopt black as a national or ethnic label for independence. Haitian identity became national, not racial. I'm sorry. Even in 1804, Dessalines' constitution used the word Noir politically to justify the population. Okay, go. Yeah. Okay. So even in 1804, Dessalines' constitution used the word Noir politically to unify the population, but it did not replace Haitian as the national identity. You see, you liar. So Noir was a word, but it wasn't to replace Haitian. It just said, last bullet point, it says, even in 1804, Dessalines' constitution used the word Noir politically to unify the population, but it did not replace Haitian as a national identity. So Haitian ruled over that term. Okay. Okay, so why this debate matters? Pan-Africanists often blur the line between racial terms imposed by colonizers, Negro, Noir. Why this debate matters? Pan-Africanists often blur the line between racial terms imposed by colonizers, Negro, Noir, and Black. black, and ethnic self-identification created by people who, e.g., by Black Americans. But only Black Americans created a singular standalone ethnonym for the word black. Okay, so where we at? So, hold on. So it says, but only Black Americans created, only means only us. Only Black Americans created a singular standalone ethnonym from the word black and made it the dignified identity of an entire people. Okay. That's not the same as enslaved Africans or Tethers. Revolutionaries, African or Caribbean revolutionaries, Noir, in the contrast to the oppressors, less Noirs was used in context, not as a full identity. It was used in context. So less Noirs was used in context, but not as a full identity. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
That ain't me, that's the video. So let me fast forward it.
You're a stupid tether person with ancestry to Africa, which undermines the standalone definition that Black Americans give the word black that is exclusive to only Black Americans. So I put that in there, and here is the response. It says, this is a common point of confusion. I just shared my screen, so when you look this over, you can see it. It said, this is a common point of confusion and conflation, and you're right to challenge it. It says, let's break this all the way down step by step so you can respond clearly in debates, videos, or your podcast. It says, claim. The census defines Black as anyone with African ancestry, so it is not exclusive to Black Americans. It says, yes, technically true, but misleading. You're a stupid tether. It says, yes, technically true, but misleading. You're done, ma. You can't win versus us, man. Yo, dude, you a scumbag that come from a lineage that eat shit. It says the U.S. Census Bureau.
You come from a lineage that lost to German shepherds. That signed contract to be sharecroppers. Let's be real.
So what's worse, that or eating shit?
I mean, we were slaves. You signed up. Your ancestors signed up to be slaves. Mine
Okay.
didn't.
So
Mine fought.
For who? No.
That's the difference.
Wait. Hold on. The Maroons fought, and what happened in the Second War? What happened?
Yeah, they lost, but you never. Your ancestors never fought for anything.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. So what happened when they lost?
They lost and got sent to Nova Scotia.
All right. So hold on.
What did your ancestors fight for?
Okay.
Nothing. You have no treaties, and you lost to German shepherds and water holes.
Exactly.
We 10,000%. Like, I wouldn't argue that our experiences are the same. There's definitely
still
about
some Africans that they met that I couldn't care less or don't know from Adam, and you can also not be perceived as African American.
Yeah.
That exists. Model minority, like you said. For them, it doesn't. There's no escape to it.
Yeah, there's no escaping it. Yeah, 10,000%. I agree with that.
So maybe most of the time you're seen as Black, but because you have that
opportunity
to not be, I can understand. I can understand. Yeah, me, I'm saying we can be afforded the luxury.
Actually, that's actually how we should describe it. It's not whether we are entitled to the word, it's whether or not these guys have so kindly allowed us to attend this barbecue. Yeah, that's actually what it is.
Yeah, I can say we can be afforded the luxury based on, because of the way they use it with each other, is a term of endearment, right? It's a term of banding together, reclaiming this word that was used to put us down, know who we are, uplifting ourselves. Me and you against this oppressor in the fight. So me saying that, I'm African.
My fault. That was a commercial. I had to take my son to the bathroom. All right, so Tether, listen, man, hey Tether, eating shit. There's nothing worse than eating shit. Your colonizers.
It's nothing worse than signing to be.
Hey yo, family. If y'all don't know, the colonizer Jamaica. I can't even say it. They're colonizers, not even slave masters. They're colonizers. That means there was no whip. Their colonizers had them eat shit, right? So they'll be walking to like go cut some sugar canes, whatever, and the colonizer would have to take a shit, and he would ask somebody like Kwame to get on all fours, open his mouth. Hey, family, just Google it if you think I'm lying. And the colonizer would say, "Open your mouth, and you better not throw up." And it would shit in his mouth, and he would have to close his mouth and just digest it and keep it moving. Okay, I don't know. He's acting like something's worse than that. I don't believe there's something worse than that. I'm sorry. So whatever he's saying by German Shepherds, holds down, I'll take that all day. As a man, I'll take it all day. But stopping because a white man got to take a shit and I got to open my mouth, I'm sorry. That's not humane. I would rather die. Okay, there's no way they could pull that shit off in America. All right, now they could have sit dogs with anybody anywhere. Well, by the way, family, we were outnumbered 20-1 in America. We were only like 5% of the population. These guys are 95% of the population. Keep that in mind. So white people are not dominant in the islands. So this scrawny white man, there's like only 100 of them, and there's like 1,000 Jamaicans, and they're punking them to stop, open their mouth, poop, close it, don't say shit. Look, literally, don't say shit. Open your mouth, poop, don't say shit. Literally, don't say shit. And let's keep it moving. You dig? Let's keep walking. Literally, don't say shit. So why the hell is Kwame talking shit? It's because he can. He has a lineage of shit in the mouth. Okay? And you can unmute yourself, but I gotta read the research. So when Jamaicans talk shit, when folks from the island talk shit, we all know why now. As part of their lineage, part of their history, eating shit from a damn inferior peckerwood. But let's debunk him what he said. It says now the claim.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but hold on. Not let me read first because you
I
read.
can't get a chance to respond to anything you said.
Well, no, let me read first, man. I had to meet your ass. Let me read because I had to research before you start talking shit. Family, you get it? No pun. No pun intended. I had pulled up the research before he started talking shit. Pun intended. So now you see why Jamaicans are used to talking shit. Like I said, don't believe me. Go Google it. Go Google is shit within their mouth from the colonizer. Shit.
Don't forget to Google all the failed rebellions and,
Hey, bro, you guys lost a war and got shipped to Nova Scotia. You just said that. That's embarrassing. Like, how you lose and get deported? We ain't never lose a war and get deported.
You never fought a war to be deported. That's the point.
So the Civil War, we didn't fight in that?
Yeah, on the cuffs.
Oh, okay, all right. That's your mouth. Here, go sit down. It's nice weather outside, family. So let me read this right as I get out of here. Like, I had fun with this tether, but now I got to kill him. Figuratively. The claim. So now he can stop using this argument. The claim. The census defines Black as anyone with ancestry, so it's not exclusive to Black Americans. Yes, technically true, but misleading. All tethers do, family, is mislead. The U.S. Census Bureau uses Black or African American as a broad racial category, tether, not as an ethnonym. Uh-oh.
All right, hold on. Let me share my screen so you guys can get a better look. Okay. So this is where he messed up at. I almost cursed. All right, I don't need to curse. I didn't calm down. Okay. Go ahead.
Uh-oh. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like to.
So family, all day, all earlier today, he kept saying, oh, the census defines black. What about the census definition of black? So now I finally pulled it up and this dude hopped off the goddamn live.
I don't like when he hop on the live because I got to educate him. Then he's going to be educated. Then he goes to Tariq Nasheed next and use the education here to argue with Tariq. That's why I don't like to fuck with this dude. Okay.
And you gotta forgive the profanity.
Let's
I
go
know
forward.
there's a lot of profanity there. You gotta forgive it because he is an undermining tether, and he calls up and he act like he got some dirt, he got some smoke for us, and it's annoying. It's annoying. So I was a little frustrated. So, man.
Let's go forward. That does not erase the fact that Black Americans, also known as ADOS FBA, has formed a distinct ethnic group within broad category, a tether. Tether. You're just helping me add to the PDF. Claim the census defines Black as anyone with African ancestry, so it's not exclusive to Black Americans. Yes, technically true, but misleading. The U.S. Census Bureau uses Black or African American as a broad racial category, not an ethnonym. Fool. Family, this is why y'all got to support me, man. Support, I'm talking about not even financially. Just like the video, subscribe, and pull up when I'm live.
Right. That's all. Just be in attendance. Okay. Let's go further.
Okay. That does not done. This is great research.
Okay. So anyway, from there I can move to Tether Dream, right? So because he's out of there, like, and he kept, let's go to the Census Bureau to see how they define Black. C, and then I pull up the Census Bureau, and it said, hold on, buddy. The Census Bureau, when it talks about Black, it's considering the tethers in its definition of Black. It's not considering just FBAs. Okay, so he didn't know that. Just horrible researchers, man. All right, so let me do this. So he was out of there. Okay, so he was knocked out the park. Now we're gonna go focus on American Dream and his crazy arguments. Okay, and get him out of there next.
And no ethnonym, you piece of shit liar. And that's why I got his ass off here. I'm not even gonna debate that. I know what I know. Now, it uses to sell they or cult Africans and not comparison. I because if I use Black was even.
I'm trying to fast forward where Tether
in Jamaica and other British colonies, Jamaicans. Research. This ain't Ricardo Flat research. This ain't this ain't I am TL Hall research. Nah, this ain't Charlie Kirk. That was a fact though.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Or anybody.
Okay, so he didn't
call in
just yet.
Go ahead. Or any.
There we go. All right,
Ron,
watch this.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Hey, Jaquan 007 said he was on vacation. Peace. Welcome back. We got Breeze Omega. We got Baker Boy 03. We got Needle Swain. We got Marvin Rowell. We got Toy Captain. He said the mayonnaise family will pay very soon. They'll believe that won't go unpunished. Oh, 100%. Let me make you a moderator, give you your lineage wrench, subscribe, like the video. hit the notification bell. So like I said, family, I'm gonna do a live on Charlie Kirk tomorrow. My live will be different than everybody else's, like the video today, like the video tonight. Usually the night crew, I don't gotta like tell you how to like the video. Usually, let me see. Let me refresh my shit. Let me see. Okay, usually y'all on it. Yep, I knew it. Yeah, I don't gotta tell the night crew like the video. Y'all on it. But I'm gonna do a Charlie Kirk video tomorrow. It's gonna be different than anybody else's because I'm gonna show the first Charlie Kirk in 1967, almost 60 years earlier. I'm gonna show you a Charlie Kirk type of person who was doing a Charlie Kirk before Charlie Kirk. Okay, and how and what happened to him. So I'm not gonna let too much other than that. So y'all wanna holler at me? You pull up tomorrow morning and learn about the first Charlie Kirk before Charlie Kirk. Okay. So like clowns that throw a little, let me block you. So clowns that say some hateful stuff in the chat with that don't bother us. Like, yeah, we cool. We know we got the facts over here. Yeah, that's why you guys don't call in. Now, by the way, you see revenue called in, and what happened? Ain't nobody cut them off, nobody mute them, nobody. So y'all gotta stop lying. Oh, I know how you do. You know, no, I don't. I only mute folks who act like they're my co-host. You gotta know who you are when you call in. You're a guest. So behave like a guest. And I'm the host. So you have no choice but to treat me as a host and respect me as a host, or I gotta get you going.
All right, great. I got to say 5 minutes. Thank you so much. That's a lot of time. Appreciate it. But man, Ron, you have so much hate in your heart, bro. Like, wow, the hate emanating from you is so strong.
Okay, this is all straw man, right? So let me just go. I mean, it's all anecdotal, ad hominems, right? We don't care about that.
Haitian as noirs or blacks.
Here we go. Hold on. Let's go back.
It's talking about the emergence of black as an identity, and it says the self-identification as noirs or blacks started appearing more strongly in the 18th century, particularly during the buildup of the Haitian Revolution from 1791 to 1804. Revolutionary leaders like Toussaint Louverture and Jean-Jacques Dessalines sometimes embraced black as a proud collective identity in opposition to white colonists. Example, later revolutionary writings. In Dessalines' 1804 Independence Declaration, Haitians are explicitly referred to as les noirs, the blacks, reclaiming the term as a positive collective identity against white colonists. But in the 17th century, before the 17th century, that revolutionary consciousness developed. Haitians then enslaved Africans in Saint Dominique were far more likely to identify themselves by their ethnic nation or maroon or free status, not as blacks. So in the 17th century, they weren't referring to themselves as blacks, but in the 1800s, the 19th century, they absolutely were through the and there's evidence of that. Now, this is an ethnonym, and the reason we can say this is an ethnonym because the definition of an ethnonym.
Okay, so this you see, family. Let me tell you something. He's not reading now. He's calling it an ethnonym. He's like, wait a minute, aren't you reading from ChatGPT? So why don't ChatGPT call it ethnonym? So you feel me, family? He's adding to ChatGPT. That's not what they called it, but he's calling it an ethnonym. This is like horrible bad scholarship. And Pierce Morgan cooked Candace Owens for sloppy research like this. So you gotta be careful when you do sloppy research.
If I could just read the definition of what an ethnonym is. It says an ethnonym is the name applied to a specific ethnic group or people. So if you call, and the Haitians were referring to their people as the blacks. les Noirs.
Crystal
And so
Watson.
because of that, it can be seen as an ethnonym. So I don't understand why that's not an example. If the Haitians were referring to their people as les Noirs, and Dessalines even did it, I don't understand why it's not an ethnonym. So I think Haitians definitely were referring to themselves as blacks before, as an ethnonym. Before.
Okay, so again, that's his conclusion. That was not ChatGPT conclusion. So that's him adding to the research without making that distinction. That's disingenuous research, and that's not going to work with unbiased round. I got him.
Black Americans. And you know, that's pretty much all I have to say. You had said earlier, well, it doesn't really matter, but you said earlier that you know, if I was in the chat running my mouth, to block me or to time me out. But I just want you to know that, you know, one of your lovely moderators blocked me. You know, you want to unblock me, that's on you. But, you know, but there is so much hate coming from you, Ron, and you can just cut in when my 5 minutes is up. But there is so much hate emanating from you. It is just crazy to me and just so illogical. And I'm like, why?
So I'm going to put the link in there in case that Tether African Dream is in there, so I could cook them live.
Is there so much hate coming out of you?
Peace, Danny Williams.
Because you want to claim the word black, or just because you want to distance yourself from other people who say they are black? It is just so
notice
crazy.
how quiet I was.
Like you just sound like a crazy person online when you're calling people filthy
don't bother me.
dog. Like you just sound like such a crazy, irrational, mad person. Like you just sound literally like a madman, Ron. And you know what I mean? I mean, if that's what you are, bro, that's just what you are. But let me say this as well, since you always, how much time do I have left, Ron?
Well, just last thing you want to say, then I'm gonna chime in. Then we'll interact. So the last guy, sum it up.
So I let him call me all those names. That don't bother me, man. I'm a grown adult.
Or whatever you're gonna say last, now I'm gonna cut in.
No, what I have to say is on a different topic. So I don't want to. So if you want to say something about what I said, you know,
I have a brain. No, you could do a different topic, but just because I might respond to both.
Using our language.
So what's also interesting to me, right, is that, you know, you keep saying Marcus Garvey met with the KKK.
Yeah.
And that, you know, I think even in one video you said we can't find an FBA leader that did that. But you know,
no, wait, no.
And that's what Revenue was doing to me all day today. They were saying I said something I never said. I'm like, yo, what's going on, bro? Are you mixing me up with somebody else? I never said these things. Now watch this. Now watch how I correct them.
No, I never said that, because Revenue. Okay, brother, listen, not brother, other. I am a former member of the Nation of Islam, so I would never say that.
Okay, so here's the thing. He thought he had a gotcha on me. These idiots. Yeah, I got an X for the Nation of Islam. You got no gotcha on me. I know Elijah Muhammad met with the Klan after Garvey, though.
You dig?
Right. So when you were a member of the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
So can I ask you a question?
Wait. That doesn't matter, because DJ Folk is the guy who I don't know if you spoke to him yet.
Anyway, I'm gonna fast forward because I just gave him a history lesson on how you not put me on game talking about Nation of Islam. Like none of those guys will ever know more than me about the Nation of Islam as an organization. None of them. So I'm just gonna fast forward that conversation.
And I got picked.
It's irrelevant.
After him and thought that was
actually Black League. You can encourage your chat to watch the video.
Wait, hold on. But okay, cool. You see the problem there? When I say something and they don't say nothing you cannot prove, do you agree that Marcus Garvey was a scammer and defrauster?
I don't care about Marcus Garvey. I'm just get past.
Okay, this. So the Nation is.
I'm gonna get back to the Black nations. I'm gonna skip past all this.
Be critical. Like I got some critical shit about them that I say all the time, and I'm still
Red Bull.
I disagree with this. ChatGPT.
Okay,
Okay, good. So I got a link in the chat. Would you click that link and hang up and share your screen?
I'm on my phone right now. I don't think I can share my
Oh,
screen.
yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna type it in verbatim. So go back. And the main thing
Wait. I
was
asked an important question,
my
family.
respect for me. Even line in their face in certain circles we talk, but he's online. I get things now.
Shit. Fuck. I asked him an important question, and I got him.
Just real quick. You said before you ask your question, because I'm gonna come behind you and fact check you. Now you said let's go back. Okay, so go back. Matter of fact, are you able to share? So now what you read, what you read from, as far as the Haitian and Black, was that ChatGPT?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I got a link in the chat. Would you click that link and hang up and share your screen?
I'm on my phone right now. I don't think I can
Oh,
share my screen.
yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna type it in verbatim. So go back. And the main thing you said, okay, so your main reason why Haitians use Black as an ethnonym, what reason? I'm on ChatGPT right now. So I'm gonna type it in. Go ahead.
It's how they refer to themselves. It's
Okay,
how
wait.
Dessalines refer to themselves collectively.
Cool. Haitians
Let's
and Dessalines, right? Refer to themselves as what?
Les Noirs. Noirs. It's French
Okay.
for the black.
Wait. Okay. Refer to themselves as say that. So you said less LES?
LES. Les Noirs. Les Noirs. NOIRS.
NOIRS.
Yes.
And you're saying that's the equivalent of how we use Black in our circle, 1960s, right?
So I'm saying that's the same. If you're saying you use it as an ethnonym,
No. Look, I'm just asking. Look, brother.
They're using it as an ethnonym.
Look how long he's going. I'm just asking, yes or no. He's going on and on. He knows he's cooked. Okay, I'm like, hey man, let me still man your argument. Okay, he's trying to shake and Harlem shake, dude. Let me still make your argument so I can bury you.
Just slow down. So you're talking. Okay, dude, you're just confusing. If I ask the simple questions, answer simple questions. I'm trying to reword this correctly before I press
And
enter.
let me tell you this, family. There's no tether of white supremacists that's going to out chat GPT any one of us, family. Trust me, I know. Chat GPT is so pro FBA. None of them, no white supremacists, no African tether, no Jamaican tether, no Latino tether, no East Indian tether, no feminists, no LGBT. Nobody's going to be able to use Chat GPT to debunk what we stand for. Okay, Chat GPT is so pro FBA. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, they can't. Nobody will be able to use that to debunk anything we talk about. Nothing. That's why I'm so confident when they use it. Like, thank you, because when they use it, that means they set the standard. Now I can use it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So the way Black Americans use Black as an so basically, the Haitian, they call themselves Les Noirs before they call themselves Haitians, right?
Yeah, I believe so, because this was before they gained independence.
Okay, so they were not Haitians before independence. Okay, so as an ethnonym. Okay, and if no, I'm good. So hold on.
Not just
no.
one
Okay,
way
dude,
to be an ethno.
definitions, my boy. Typing what you said in ChatGPT. Some Haitians one, and when they call themselves Les Noirs, what they're using is what they're using. Wait, first of all, did that means black? Is black others? Because if it said yes, I'd be like yes. Use Black. Okay, I don't care what you're talking about. Black as an ethnonym is or
You're gonna unmute me at any point, Ron?
okay.
Are you gonna unmute me?
Yeah, no, but don't talk while I look this up. It's the
You're
same
looking
way
stuff up.
Haitian.
Well, why can't I talk
Yeah,
while
yeah,
you look stuff up?
no. Because no. We heard you. That's it. We heard you. Matter of fact, I can play the video. Yeah, you're right. I can play the video. Hold on. Let me share my screen. I want you talking. I'm not gonna talk. Look this up. Now you just really canceled yourself. My man said his research, if his research debunks him, he's not gonna concede. He's gonna override ChatGPT himself.
That's
Okay.
a stupid question you're asking.
And their purpose in YouTube.
To mean, I'm typing exactly what you said to me. I'm just correcting my typo. This way use to mean. You dig? What are you talking about, man? So now everybody can see what I'm doing. Let me play the video as I type.
You'd rather play a video than have me say something,
Giving
bro?
people in the comment section.
Because you said enough. Now I'm gonna challenge you.
So I'm assuming because for the reactions that.
All right. So before I do that, I'm in the background. You know how I do in the background. Okay. Hold on. So family, I want you to listen to this before I look up ChatGPT. I asked him a very serious, important question, family. You gotta ask important questions with these cowards. Listen.
That I saw in the comment section, I saw the ones that they were.
I'm sorry.
If a Black American said like.
GPT as the end all be all as a tiebreaker. 10 live viewers. It uses Black as a first order ethnic identity. Now this is either fake or real. It says this is what he uses. I watch his show that get no viewers, 10 live viewers, 2 live viewers. I watch that bullshit. So this is either fact or false. Now his show that attracts no viewership, he defers to ChatGPT as the end all be all as a tiebreaker. Do you not, Dream? Do you not?
So now I asked an important question, family. I said, do you defer to ChatGPT? I said, you don't do that. Listen to this lying ass dog. Listen.
Do you guys defer when you're on your show? Do you guys defer to ChatGPT?
Do I defer to Chat? You mean do I read from ChatGPT?
No.
Yeah.
I said defer. When you're having a discussion with FBAs or whoever on your panel, do you pull up ChatGPT as a tiebreaker? Yes or no?
As a tiebreaker? No.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. I be mute you again. Hi. I don't want to hear you, man.
Okay. So family, watch this. I got him. So now he said he don't use ChatGPT as a tiebreaker, like he don't defer to it as the authority. I got him. I woke up 4 a.m. family. Let me see who respond. I woke up at 4 a.m. family. I got him. I went through his video. I got him. Watch this. Tethers, man. They're disgusting. Okay, look. You see? This is him. He said he don't defer to ChatGPT. Really? Let's see. Got you. I got you. Got you, bitch. I got him. Family, watch this. He's out of here.
The North as well. And that's kind of what I want to talk about just a little bit, I want to, do the usual chat GPT and ask a few questions and see what we come up with.
Okay, so he want to do the usual chat GPT, ask questions and see what he come up with. Oh, we're not done. Watch this.
That's the idea that we're going to try and talk about today. That's the idea we're going to try and talk about today and see just how much validity it has, how much truth is in it, and really see who has ownership of the word Black. So you don't know. I went to good old trusty ChatGPT.
He went to good old trusty ChatGPT. Now I asked him, y'all heard me ask him in plain English, yo, do you defer to ChatGPT as the end all be all or the tiebreaker or the authority in the room? He said no. Really? That don't sound like that right now.
the word black. So you don't know. I went to good old trusty ChatGPT.
Good old trusty ChatGPT. I'm not done. Not done. Good old trusty ChatGPT. I told you, family, I woke up at 4 a.m. I said, I'm going to get that tether. I went to his videos. I watched them. I skimmed through them. I chopped them up. I clipped them. I said, I got him. Gotcha, bitch.
Here's what ChatGPT says.
This is another search he did. He said, yo, this is what ChatGPT says. Family, his entire video, all of his research was ChatGPT. And he told me he don't defer to it as the authority.
Here's what ChatGPT says. For someone in the chat asked me what my source is. And my source is whatever ChatGPT sources are. I'm just going to ChatGPT.
Okay. So somebody in chat asked him for a source. Look at his answer. So he said ChatGPT is the source.
And my source is whatever ChatGPT sources are. I'm just going to ChatGPT.
Okay. So he just going to ChatGPT. I'm not done. Okay, so now watch this, family. We're not done. Okay, he's gonna lie. He don't defer to ChatGPT. Really? Okay, I got you. Gotcha, bitch.
It says enslaved Africans from many ethnic groups, the Igbo, Akan, Yoruba, Wolof, etc., were lumped together by Europeans as Negroes or blacks.
He's reading from ChatGPT.
In the Americas, these diverse peoples eventually adopted black as a shared identity marker of solidarity and survival in opposition to white. So it was when they got to America that they used it as a self-identifier. It says enslaved Africans from many ethnic groups.
Okay.
The Igbo, Akan, marker of solidarity and survival in opposition to white. So it was when they got to America that they used it as a self-identifier.
All right. Okay, hold on. Yeah, he probably said some stupid shit.
The first people in the world described as black were likely Nubians or Ethiopians in antiquity by outsiders. The first people to self-identify as black in a collective political and cultural sense were Africans in the diaspora.
Okay, so now let me tell you what happened. The reason why I didn't say Black Americans, because he didn't ask it specifically. He asked them, and most likely he jumbled everybody in together. He jumbled in FBAs with the diaspora, right? Most likely, if he was to share his search, he lumped FBA in with the diaspora. That's why I read like that. I know. Okay.
During the Atlantic slave trade and early modern period.
Okay, watch this. Okay, so that was tether 4. Let's go to tether 5.
The first people in the world described as black were likely Nubians or
you heard them? Described. That's why my PDF don't talk about descriptions. I got a part that says descriptions versus ethnonym. Okay, we don't use black as a color. Colors describe. We use black as a proper noun. And family, they don't understand because they're Jamaican. They got Jamaican education. They're not first gen, second gen. They are the immigrants that came to America. They don't understand the difference between an adjective from a proper noun. So they're confused. I'm like, yo, you just said describe, right? Proper nouns don't describe. That's what adjectives do. Adjectives describe proper nouns. Proper nouns they are just what they are. Like okay.
Ethiopians in antiquity by
So he doesn't know. So that's 5. Tether 5. Okay, so now watch this. I'm gonna go tether 6, tether 7. Watch this.
Let's see, the reason that the black people in the Americas called themselves black was because the white people were calling them black.
Uh-oh.
And in the Caribbean, were they called black in the Caribbean as well? Did the white people in the Caribbean call them black?
See, this is him. See, family, he does a terrible job of when he's not reading from ChatGPT. So he's reading from it, then he stops and he asks a personal question. He never says end quote. You feel me? So it almost comes off as he's still reading, but he's not. This is his personal question.
Let's see, let's think. Yes.
You see?
Yes.
That's not ChatGPT, family. That's him adding his opinion there. Only a tether would do that. That's not FBA protocol.
Yes, they did. And so is it possible that they too in the Caribbean also started to refer to themselves as black? Because that's what they were referred to as? I mean, is it possible?
Why don't you just read it? Why are you asking us rhetorical questions? Just read it. You won't read it.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
Okay, so look at this.
So I'm going to read again what ChatGPT says. People, I know me says so. A ChatGPT says so. I know me.
Hey, so he's looking like he's relying heavily on ChatGPT. So when I asked him, you say I got him, family. I know I watched this garbage. He was relying heavily on ChatGPT. Now he know I'm gonna cook him using ChatGPT. So that's why I asked him. I said, bro, do you defer to ChatGPT as like the tiebreaker, the authority? He said no, he don't do that. I can't tell.
So I'm going to read again what ChatGPT says. People, I know me says so. A ChatGPT says so. I know me. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at ChatGPT. So I'm going to.
Okay, you heard that. So let's get back to my question. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. So I kicked myself out. Okay, so I get it back. Let me see. Wait, what would I kick out? Okay, I know I kicked out. Hey, stop, pause. Can you pause? Can we pause? Okay, this is probably tomorrow, something like that.
Like, I saw in the comment section, I saw that if a Black American, they will. So
according to, I don't want to misrepresent you. Okay, so you said, so I'm just going to, you could talk, but only to this.
Wait.
Comparing to the.
Get back to the
I'm going to challenge you.
So
I'm typing, you dummy. I'm
trying.
First of all, hold
on. Americans, and
we can't hear you, man. Be quiet while.
All right, hold on. So I'm going to get back to the question about do you defer to ChatGPT? He said no, and that's all he did was defer to ChatGPT his entire lying lecture about black. Okay, hold on. Now look, I'm gonna bring it back to the question. Heal up, bring it back now, rewind.
I watched that bullshit. Look, so this is either fact or false. Now his show that attracts no viewership, he defers to ChatGPT as the end all be all, as a tiebreaker. Do you not, Dream? Do you not? Do you guys defer? Do you guys defer when you're on your show? Do you guys defer to ChatGPT?
Do I defer to chat? You mean do I read from ChatGPT?
No. Yeah. I said defer when you're having a discussion with FBAs or whoever on your panel. Do you pull up ChatGPT as a tiebreaker? Yes or no?
As a tiebreaker, no.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. You. I be meet you again. Hi. All right. I don't want to hear you, man.
Okay, so family, you heard that? He said no, and all he did was brag about ChatGPT. Family, Okay, so we got Baker Boy. Hold on. I missed some super chats. My fault. Yeah, I got him. He's out of there, right? He's out of there. All right, let me see. Mm. Okay, so we have Baker Boy 3 in the building, 4.99. Lenny's love with the super chat piece. Positivity, power. If you don't have it in you, then there's no Panther power in you. I like it. Okay. We got Moon Docs. We got Moon Duck Maximus in the building. FBA Convo just stepped in. Ricardo Flott. Maxwell Jenkins, the lineage love, the super chat support. I really appreciate your spaces. They honestly feel like okay. He said it's honestly feel like a family environment. That's why I try to create family. I usually we got some haters right now, but we normally have people who respect us that come in, like of the lineage that usually come in here. So Golden Brown's in the building. He said, Ron, are you paying these tethers to call in over and over again? Because who wants to be this abusive? Hey, yo, listen, they want to, this is what they do, Golden Brown. They try to use ChatGPT in a dishonest way where they think they got me. But I'm telling you, family, don't let this go over your head. Mayweather said this. Mayweather said the reason why nobody can beat him. He said while they're asleep, he's out there running. While they're asleep, he's jump roping. While they're asleep, he's sparring or watching video, whatever. Basically, when they are asleep, he's working, he's preparing. I just said after this that what I'm showing you right now was a conversation yesterday evening with African Tether, and he was lying. As you can see, I got clips. I got hella clips. He's done. I got well, he's been done, but so he was lying. He pissed me off. I woke up at 4 a.m. while he sleep like a little baby tether. I was skimming through his bullshit video, clipping, 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 clipping. I'm telling you, y'all don't. People should not mess with me. Like I go that far. I will wake up because I couldn't sleep. I said, I gotta get this guy. I gotta get him. So I woke up. I lost so much sleep, family, to get this guy, and I got him. I got him. So he just lied. He don't defer to ChatGPT. He was bragging about ChatGPT. Y'all heard him? Y'all heard the clips? He was bragging about ChatGPT so much, and he gonna lie to me and say he don't defer to ChatGPT. Come on, man. I kindred Jegna. Peace and lineage, base reparations, facts. Tethers are males kistic. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now let's fast forward. Let's fast forward. Let's fast forward.
Or colonial framework. So white man had to be involved. The whole world saying black.
Now, this is an ethnonym, and the reason we can say this is an ethnonym, because the definition of an ethnonym, if I could just read the definition of what an ethnonym is.
So we went back.
It says an
I'll replay
ethnonym is
this.
a name
Let me
applied to a specific ethnic group.
So
The
now,
Leans even
listen,
did.
family, I'm going to fast forward where I was trying to type in the question he gave ChatGPT because I wanted to make sure that he read it verbatim. I'm telling you, nobody, no white supremacist, no tether, nobody's going to be able to defeat us using ChatGPT. ChatGPT is so pro FBA. All right. It's not going to support them. ChatGPT is probably a goddamn FBA bot. I'm that confident that it'll never turn against us because I've been using it a lot. But it will cook a white supremacist and it will cook a tether. So check this out.
Haitians, definitely. You want to unblock me? That's on you. It's just like you just sound like a Christian.
Okay, he just cussed me out.
A different topic, but just
be a leader.
His father, one of his soldiers, and his and brother keep
okay, my. Sorry, I'm catching back up where I was.
You know what I would add is that from what I've read, I've seen where it says that there were actually black leaders
Oh yeah, so let's go past that. We were still not. I want to
first validate your information. Can we agree? Okay, you see the problem there? You see the problem there? When I say something,
but people can.
But you aware of it. You was around Unc and them. The fraudster. He defrauded the government.
Okay, we talking Marcus Garvey. Just skip past all that. That means nothing right
now. Are you familiar with the speech? Our eyes.
Let me go past that.
Even though I'm heavy critical, like I got some. I get the reception I get. So,
I'm on my phone right now. I don't think I can.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here we are, family. This is what we,
okay.
This is what we
all right. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I caught you guys back up.
All right. Anyway,
we got some rabbit hole.
I'm gonna type it in verbatim. So go back. And the main thing you said. Okay. So your main reason why Haitians use black as an ethnonym. What reason? I'm on ChatGPT right now. So I'm gonna type it in. Go ahead.
It's how they refer to themselves. It's
okay,
how
wait.
refer to themselves collectively.
Cool. Haitians
and
Dessalini, right? Refer to themselves as what?
Les Noirs, Noirs. It's French for the black.
Wait. Okay, refer to themselves as. Say that. So you said les, les.
Les. Les Noirs, Noirs, Noirs.
N-O-I.
All right, we got some more super chat lineage love in the building. We got Maxwell Jenkins again, $2. He says, Ron, you are a master chef family. Well, you guys, for one, motivate me. You inspire me to go hard and hard and hard. Waking up at 4 a.m. That's you guys. If you're not in attendance, if you're not liking the video, at one point I was going live just once a day, either in the morning or evening. Now I'm going twice. That's for you guys. But, and as long as the support stays where it's at, I'm going to continue to go live twice a day. But if the support falls off, drop off, then guess what? I'm going to drop off. I'm going to do something else. You feel me? My information is vast. Like, I know a lot of stuff. I can go live and just talk about almost anything and be appreciated by whomever. But I love my lineage, so I expect my lineage to pull up when I'm live. I expect my lineage to support. All right, and we got to be consistent. I'm being consistent. I'm live twice a day consistently. I need the consistent support, and we need the numbers. Like, there's no way that all the research I do, and the debunking I do on the fly and beat these tethers up. There's no way that I should have just 60 people, 56 people watching live. That's it. That shit should be 5,600. Okay, now let's go.
RS.
Yes.
And you're saying that's the equivalent.
My fault.
Equivalent of how we use black in our circle, 1960s, right?
Right. So now I'm still managing his argument. I'm holding him to something. My screen froze. So here's the important thing, family. I don't want to jump out the window. I want to make sure he says what he says. So when I debunk it, he can't say I didn't say that. He can't say he didn't say that.
So I'm saying that's the same. If you're saying you use it as an ethnonym,
no. Look, I'm just asking, look, brother.
Using it as an ethnonym.
Other, slow down. So you're talking. Okay, dude, you're just confusing. Yeah. Hey, for brother, I asked a simple question. Answer a simple question. I'm trying to reword this correctly before I press enter. Okay. Okay. So the way Black Americans use black as an so basically the Haitian, they call themselves Les Noirs before they call themselves Haitians, right?
Yeah, I believe so, because this was before they gained independence.
Okay, so they were not Haitians before independence. Okay, so as an ethnonym, the same.
So I'm trying to type it in perfectly so he don't say.
And if ChatGPT say you're a liar, would you concede?
No, because can I explain why?
You heard this guy. I said if ChatGPT call you a liar, He said, I said, will you concede? He said no. But you guys heard him. I had the clips. You heard this guy brag about ChatGPT as an official truth teller, which it is. Okay. But I know it is. That's why I need my opponent to say it is, which he lied that night. But his earlier video, you heard him bragging about ChatGPT. So this dude said no, he will not concede. I'm like, okay, you just full of shit at this point. But let me have fun with you.
Why?
No.
Can I explain why?
No. I'm good. So hold on.
Not just one
Okay,
way
dude,
to be an ethnonym.
okay. I don't want to mute you, man. Listen, I don't want your.
So he's gonna tell us he's smarter than ChatGPT. That's his next shit. No, if it disagrees with me, I'm not gonna concede because I'm smarter. I know better. Like, okay. Tether power.
Tether definitions, my boy. Like you just used ChatGPT to respond to what I said. So now I'm gonna type in what you said in ChatGPT and ask them, did the Haitians call themselves this before they call themselves Haitians? One, and when they call themselves less Noirs, were they using it? Were they using? Wait, first of all, did that mean black? Well, hold on. Haitians and this when refer to themselves as and less Noirs meant black in the same way. See, that's why family, you can't trust these tethers. Because if it said yes, then I would concede. See, all he had to say was yes. And then Baz Ron, if it says yes, you concede. I'd be like, yes. Okay, see, but he has a no, I'm not gonna do that. In the same way, Black Americans.
Let me fast forward.
The less no. We heard you. That's it. We heard you. Matter of fact, I can play the video. You're right.
So he's trying to talk while I'm trying to research. Like, dude, shut up. Let me just. And this is when you know they're just disingenuous. Now I did the same thing with revenue today. Okay, so the results are in. You are not the father. You are the
and you
father.
dumb idiot. I'm typing. Okay, I'm typing exactly what you said to me. I'm just correcting my typo. This lady used to mean. You dig? What are you talking about, man? So now everybody can see what I'm doing. Let me play the video as I type.
You'd rather play a video than have me say something?
You said the same way we use Black Americans use black as an ethnonym is the same way Haitians and Dessalini. Now I can't spell this name, but yeah, eat it, man. Well, put it back. You don't eat it. Put it in. Okay. So you said now, just to be clear, unmute yourself, man. Unmute yourself. Don't try to stay on mute now. Okay. So I'm trying to word this correctly.
You're the one that muted me. And
all right. Okay. All right. So he said, okay, you see, family, he don't want to tell me what he typed in. I had to meet him again, and I'm gonna kick him off next. Okay, I just want to know what he typed in ChatGPT so I could kill it. Now, bro, okay. What you said, I want to know what your research said. And you were typing.
Family, he's deflecting. He don't want me to type in ChatGPT where he asked ChatGPT because he know goddamn well it ain't gonna say what he supposedly said it said.
Okay, now he's back in. He clicked. We got a lot to unpack here.
Outside of the black community.
So the Haitians, before they were Haitian, as a cultural ethnic identifier. Like so that was what they called themselves before they called themselves Haitian, right?
Yes, that's what they referred to their people.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. That's all. All right, I'm gonna make sure when I press enter, this is what you're saying. All right, cool. So let me play the video while I press enter, so there won't be no.
That.
Hello, I'm just asking. I'm too live, right? Maybe I don't know why. But
are you showing me the video?
Yo, he's trying to stop me from reading the results so bad, man.
ChatGPT,
no.
You were pulling up. I can see your screen.
Down and long.
Teams usually punt. So I'm going to punt him off the screen. Did Haitians call themselves Haitian before Les Noirs? No, not initially. So you're already starting off backwards. It says timeline. Before 1804, pre-independence, the population was divided mostly by status. Enslaved Africans, Bosseles, free people of color, and whites. Colonial caste, mulattoes, Afriquis, and Noirs. Okay, watch this. Hey, my boy, you're out of here. No national identity existed yet. Only colonial labels from the French, you fucking idiot. It was the French that called them that. Okay, now look, let's go further. During the Haitian, no, don't. Okay,
makes you more right.
No, but put you in the goddamn waiting room makes me more right. Okay, so he's in the waiting room. All right, so during the yeah, hey yo, no tether can survive. You dig? They just can't. So I'm gonna put him back on after I'm done reading because I want him to respond to this, but he's not gonna let me read this without him chiming in. Okay, so we got did the Haitians? You gotta go pee pee? Damn. All right, family, hold on. Don't hang up.
They're black.
Don't hang up.
Black. I don't even.
Out of that darkness, I was claiming
Wait.
I was want to be black. I'm tired. The moment I was.
I already read all that. No need to go back. Okay, so during the Haitian Revolution, 1791, 1804, Toussaint Louverture and others sometimes refer to themselves to their race as les Noirs, the blacks, but this was a military political label distinguishing them from whites and mulatto elites, not yet a national or ethnic identity. It was strategic and temporary. Okay, our blackness in America is permanent. We called ourselves black since we made it up and we never left it. Okay, so 18. Now watch this. 1804 onward, Jean Jacques Dessalines declared the new nation of Haiti and stated, "We are all Haitians." Nigga, you're done. You're done. At this point, Haitians replaced racial labels like Noir or mulatto as the new national identity. So by 1805, Haitians were calling themselves Haitian, not just black or les Noirs. Let's keep going. Was les Noirs an ethnonym like black in 1960s America? Not quite. Here's why. Les Noirs in revolutionary Haiti was a label of racial resistance. It was an action. It was a verb used in contrast to whites and mulattoes, les blancs, les mulattoes, whatever. But it wasn't a standalone. Look, family, this is the research. But it wasn't a standalone cultural or ethnic identity like how black evolved in the U.S. So they press stop, get the fuck out of here. In contrast, black in the 1960s, America became a permanent cultural identity, not just a temporary racial political label, deeply tied to civil rights, art, fashion, music. Black is beautiful, Pan-African political theory, FBA ethnogenesis. Black in America became a chosen identity out of pride and resilience. Les Noirs in Haiti was a reactionary term against French colonial racism. So we're comparing a noun to a goddamn verb. So did anyone else in the diaspora use black like Black American? The short answer is no, not until after Black Americans did. Yeah, this dude is just done left and right. Now let him come back on and tether babble. All right. Hey, I mean, it's nothing else. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. All right. Yeah, you're dead, but you can talk while you in front of the grave. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. So let me ask you this. Can I ask you a question, Ron?
Sure.
Okay, here's the question I'm asking you. So granted.
And wait. And then after you ask that question, can I ask you a question about Haiti?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
So, would Haitians today have a right to call themselves black in the same way that Dessalines and the Haitians back
then?
Now
notice he didn't respond to anything I read. That's embarrassing.
then referred to themselves as blacks?
No.
right? They're not using it the way y'all use it, the way you as an FBA use it. They're using it the way Dessalines used it before you used it. Would they have a right to do that?
No.
No. You're a
So family.
clown, bro.
Why you laughing and calling me
You're a
names?
clown.
You asked me a
So
question.
now he thinks, family, he thinks that the Haitians, this less Noir term, he thinks that that term was around before we were called black in America. So this is where I'm gonna get him. Watch.
You're a clown.
Okay.
What's your question for me?
Okay. I mean, but my question is, why you asked me a question? I said no. Now you calling me names. You got mad at me calling you names.
You're a
And
clown.
now
You called me enough names. Clown doesn't come close to what you've called me.
Okay, so why would I be a clown?
Because why would Haitians today not refer to themselves as black the same way in honor of Dessalines and them, the same way Dessalines and them did? Dessalines and them used it as an
Okay.
ethnonym to refer to their
No, he
people.
didn't.
Right?
No,
There are
he
different
didn't.
types of ethnonyms. There are different
No, they,
types of ethnonyms.
no,
There's
no.
not just one way to use an ethnonym. They
Okay.
use it as an ethnonym. Can
Now,
I finish?
Okay.
no. He just ranting. And yo, notice he's not reading ChatGPT. This is just him talking. This is his personal tether assessment. I didn't do that. I read the research. I let the research talk. Remember when I showed the clip, he said, "Hey man, don't get mad at me. This is ChatGPT." Remember he was doing that? Well, but he's mad at me now. He's calling me names. So it's like, hey, don't get mad at me. Remember, it's ChatGPT. Right back at you, dude.
Go ahead. I thought I was going to have a chance to go ahead, bro. Go ahead and teach us. Go ahead,
Just let me
lecture.
finish. I'm not
Go
gonna
ahead.
speak forever, bro.
Go ahead.
Like I'm trying to figure out, like, and there's not one way to use an ethnonym. Did Dessalines and them use the same type of
Okay, but why is he talking, bro? Why don't you read it to me? He can't do that. And I'm like, yeah, don't talk me to death. Read it to me. Read the research that says that. There's nothing out there that says that.
ethnonym that y'all use? Probably not. They were using it just to
Oh, he's
not refer
conceding. Probably not. Of course. You see the answer. So did anyone else in the diaspora use black like black Americans? The short answer, no. Not until after black Americans did. So that's no to your question. Because you're talking about 1804. Okay? Okay. So no. It says not until we did. And it's giving you a date. It's saying 1960, the Black Power movement. So it's saying nobody called themselves black as an ethnonym until after the Black Power movement. So everybody is Johnny come latelys. Everybody is tethering on to a proper noun that we created. Black as a proper noun was the first time black was used as a proper noun is with FBAs. Black is always an adjective, always an adjective. For the first time ever, it's a proper noun. That's because of FBAs in the 1960s and so forth.
to their ethnicity or their culture, just to represent their people. But that's still an ethnonym. It's a different type of an ethnonym, but it's still an ethnonym.
We can't read
And
it
why
that.
wouldn't Haitians today, who were calling themselves blacks way before y'all, how do
Wait.
you now come up and say, hey, wait.
Wait.
All right, family. This is where he's gonna crash out when I cook him. Watch this.
Now you're saying something else. And I was going to ask you that. When you said way before us, brother, what year was that when they called themselves Les Noirs?
1804.
Okay, brother.
You said
You're
y'all
gonna
started calling
wait.
yourself blacks
No. Okay.
in 1950.
Hey, yeah, wait. Relax. Hey, okay, let me ask you a
Isn't that
question.
before the Black Power
Wait.
movement, Ron?
Okay, dude, are you gonna overtalk me or am I gonna talk? See, this is why I kick you off. Now, let me
Go
ask you a
ahead,
question.
man. Go ahead.
No. Brother, is there a such thing as a free black? Is there a such thing as Paul Cuff? Was he a free black? Were free blacks pre ACS Liberia? Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay, you're dead, bro. We were calling
How
ourselves
the hell am I dead?
okay, because we were labeled free blacks. We called ourselves free blacks way before 1804, my boy.
Who called ourselves free blacks?
Okay, we call ourselves free blacks.
Black Americans?
Yes. Well, yeah, free black. But
In
well,
what year?
okay, seven in the like 1780, 1770, bro. You ever heard of meritorious manumission?
The who? No.
Yeah. See, here's the thing.
These tethers, man. Tethers. I said, have you ever heard of meritorious manumission? He said, who? No. Family, tethers. They don't know our history. They cannot beat us.
Family. See, he don't
Hold
know
on. So
nothing.
you're saying they used it the same way you use it today?
Wait. It doesn't matter. You said that we were not called black until after the Haitians. So he's trying to move the goalposts. I'm like, hey, who taught you that? I said we were free blacks before 1804, like in the 1770s, 1780s, around that time, maybe even earlier than that, 1750s. That's before 1804. So now he like, hey, but did you call yourself black? Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't what you said earlier. You said that we were not called black until the Haitians 1804. Now that's gone. He's trying to change the goalposts.
Listen. Yes.
I'm asking, okay.
Yes.
Listen, if in the 17th
Wait.
No,
Hold on.
Can I say something?
No. Because this.
No. I knew you was gonna say no.
Yeah,
because I'm responding to you. You said that they were calling themselves black before us. No, I just cooked you. That's we were calling ourselves free blacks during the mid 1700s. When we bought ourselves out of slavery or got bought from slavery or were meritoriously manumitted, that person was considered a free black.
Boom.
Yes or no? No. Not ask me a question. Yes or no? When we bought ourselves from slavery in the mid 1700s or got bought from slavery or were meritoriously manumitted, were we considered free blacks? Yes or no? Did we call ourselves free blacks? Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay, so that's before 1804. Okay, so we're gonna use dates that. Okay, wait. No.
That's called an L, my boy. Because you said we didn't start calling ourselves black before 1804. You just died again.
You're not taking control because I'm debunking something. So even still, we were blacks before anybody else. Now, secondly, when the Haitians started calling so less Noir, that was a reaction, right? That was a verb, not a proper noun, correct? Yes or no?
No, that was a noun.
No. We read it was reactionary. You know, action. You know, no, bro. Come on, man. I'm American. I know English.
Why
reaction. Wait, no. We read they use it as a reactionary term. You see that word action there?
Blacks in America was reactionary too.
No.
What the hell is wrong with you, Ron?
I got you. I got him out of character. I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room. I got him out of character. That's beautiful. I got him out of character, and he's normally in character. So to get him out of character, he's hot. He's holding his hot L. He's out of character. He's mad. No, it was not reactionary to us. We were that. That's a noun. It's a proper noun. It describes who we are, and we never left it. See, they use that as reactionary to the French, and it was used until they called themselves Haitians. We never called ourselves something. Once black got introduced, collectively, we never called ourselves something outside of black. We've always been black, and we're black today, Foundation Black Americans, and we're called Black Americans today. Like even you guys, Africans and whoever else, they call us Black Americans, and sometimes they call us African Americans, and sometimes they use them interchangeably. But the bottom line is, in 2025, people still call us Black Americans, and we for sure call ourselves Black Americans. So we never left it. It was never a placement holder. But I'm gonna ask you a question now. Now, is because you said I can ask you questions. So let me ask you a question, and you can ask me a question. So we'll go back and forth, tit for tat, until I leave. All right. So I'm trying to join you back. Okay. So I got a question for you. And then you can ask me a question. So under Toussaint leadership, right? Are you familiar with Toussaint being the first leader of the Haitians?
Can I say something first?
Wait, no. It was my question to you. Because remember, I said, can I ask you a question? You said yes. I never asked a question. I kept responding
Sure
to you.
thing. Go ahead.
Okay. So are you familiar? So before I ask the question, I want to know if you're familiar with this stuff. So you familiar with Toussaint being the leader after they got freedom from the French rule? Toussaint.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I believe so.
Toussaint
Yes.
Louverture or whatever. Okay. Why did Toussaint re-enslave the Haitians after they just fought against slavery? That's the question to you.
I don't know. I wasn't even aware that
Hold
happened.
on, let me get that back.
Question to you.
I don't know. I wasn't even aware that happened.
Family, these guys talk about shit they don't know nothing about. Okay? I knew he didn't know that. But he want to talk to me about Les Noir. I'm like, dude, you don't know anything about the Haitians, man. Why you faking jacks? Why you faking jacks? All right. So let me see what the chat doing. Let me see if we all one accord. So now we got another. I don't want to miss any super chats. Let me see. They're all missing. Okay. So we have. Okay. So all right. No. Okay. So on the super chat. Okay. Cool. Family. Do you see? Yeah. He got no character. Do you see this Cook session? All right. Now. So he checked out. He didn't even know that Toussaint re-enslaved the Haitians to okay, cool. So now I'm gonna start for now on. I'm gonna play his video. Okay. So we're done here because he lost, right? Him and Revenue, they're out of here, right? They're part of my archives. Oh, so now we're here. Now we're here. Okay, so before I want you to hear him brag about ChatGPT one more time before I go further. Okay, so he's going to brag about ChatGPT one more time.
That's the idea that we're going to try and talk about today. That's the idea we're going to try and talk about today and see just how much validity it has, how much truth is in it, and really see who has ownership of the word black. So you don't know. I went to good old trusty ChatGPT.
So he went to good old trusty ChatGPT, but when I use it to debunk him, now all of a sudden, hey, I said, bro, if ChatGPT disagreed with you, will you concede? He said no. So it's no longer good old trusty ChatGPT. Watch this.
So I'm going to read again what ChatGPT says. People, I know me says so. A ChatGPT says so. I know me. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at ChatGPT.
All right. Don't be mad at him. Be mad at ChatGPT. So I said, bro, if ChatGPT disagrees with you, will you concede? He said no. But he does defer to ChatGPT, as you can hear. Now, let's cook. I told you, man, I went to his stuff at 4 a.m. and I got him. Now, he's done right now. Watch this. I'm going to debunk all of his major points that Black was associated with Haitians as an ethnonym similar to how we did it in America. Watch this.
Where is the next question I asked ChatGPT? There it is.
So he's still asking ChatGPT.
The next question is, when is the first time Caribbean slaves referred to themselves as blacks? Caribbean people. Like, when did they start in the Caribbean? You know, and this is to kind of...
Wait, hold on. My screen is frozen. Hold on. Let me go back. My screen froze. This is light work. These tethers are light work.
ChatGPT.
I'm telling you, ChatGPT.
There it is.
Hey, family, ChatGPT is an FBA. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. We can't lose with it.
The next question is, when is the first time Caribbean slaves referred to themselves as blacks? Caribbean people? Like, when did they start in the Caribbean? You know, and this is to kind of rebut their argument that this was just when they got to America that they was doing this.
Okay.
It says the history of when enslaved Africans in the Caribbean first referred to themselves as Black is a bit complex because early records mostly reflect how Europeans labeled them, not how they described themselves.
So you heard that? It said that blackness was associated with them, and that's how Europeans labeled them. That's called an exonym, not how they describe themselves, you see? But even how they describe themselves, we're talking about a descriptive term. You already lost. We don't use Black as a descriptive term. They keep missing that. They keep reading it and they don't get it because they have a Jamaican education. They don't know the difference between an adjective and a proper noun. Look at him. He's going to say that's not how, he's going to say that's not how Haitians describe themselves, so you lost. Then he's going to say describe. Bro, we're not using Black as a descriptor.
Drop it in the chat if you think I ask good questions.
You don't.
I think I ask fairly decent questions. It says the history of when enslaved Africans in the Caribbean first referred to themselves as Black is a bit complex because early records mostly reflect how Europeans labeled them, not how they described themselves.
Not how they describe themselves. You're done. And you're still describing yourself. You're using Black as an adjective. Let's go.
Here's the breakdown. African identities came first. Enslaved Africans arriving in the Caribbean during the 16th to 18th centuries did not initially see themselves as a single Black people. They identified primarily by ethnic group: Akan, Yoruba, Igbo, Wolof, Mandinka, Congo, etc.
Oh, so they identify their ethnic group as their tribes from Africa. Oh, okay. I thought Black was their ethnic group.
Same as the ones that arrived in the Americas. Plantation owners, whoa, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that?
No. Okay. So now watch this. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's separate the tethering from the facts. All right. This is a nuanced but critical distinction. And Pan-Africanists often conflate two very different uses of the term Black or les Noirs. Let's separate the facts from fiction clearly with historical context and definitions. What is true? Les Noir in Haiti was racially coded. During the Haitian Revolution, leaders like Toussaint Louverture and Dessalines. Hold on, I can't. Let me disconnect that. Okay. Give me a second.
When they listed off the tribes that the American slaves came from, did y'all notice it was the same tribes that the Caribbean ones came from? Who noticed that? By show of hands, who noticed that? They came from the same tribes in Africa. They were just shipped to different places. And now here comes FBA talking about they're a different lineage. You may be a different lineage, sir, but you come from the same tribe. You may be a different lineage, but you come from the same tribe. Explain that one. How are you your own lineage, but you come from the same tribe? Breeding, the breeding you went through, you were bred. All right. Next thing, plantation owners often mixed groups deliberately to prevent unified rebellion. But over time, common experiences of slavery created a broader identity. Outsider.
Okay, let me finish. Let me finish. Okay, during the Haitian Revolution, leaders like Toussaint Louverture and Dessalines sometimes referred to themselves and their forces as les Noirs, the blacks, in contrast to les Blancs, the whites, French colonizers, les Mulâtres, the mixed race elites. This usage was racialized, but it was largely descriptive. Family, do I gotta keep telling you the difference between a color, adjective, and a noun? Okay, let's just, for the sake of being stupid, just do it. A noun is a person, place, thing, or idea, while an adjective is a word that describes, family, describes. Colors are adjectives. You don't believe me? Let's ask Google. Look, I ain't gonna type it. Is a color an adjective? Yes. A word referring to a specific color, such as red or blue, can function as an adjective while it modifies a noun describing its hue. It describes nouns. What are we doing? Okay, colors describe nouns. Cat is a noun. Black cat, white cat, gray cat. Those colors describe the noun. Colors can't stand by themselves. They need to tether on to a noun. Okay, tethers can't stand by themselves. They gotta tether on an FBA. All right, in order to exist, red cannot exist by itself. All right, it has to be attached to a noun to come alive, to be seen. All right, black cat, black can't be nothing without that cat or that chair or that marker or that sky. You feel me? It has to be associated with a noun. So let's go back. This is the retarded section, or I'm sorry, this is the retarded session. We don't know what colors are now. So this usage was racially, but it was largely descriptive. Adjective. So now watch this. Okay. Is black capitalized when talking about people? Okay. Yes, black is capitalized when referring to people in a racial, ethnic, or cultural context. This has become the standard for most major style guides, including the Associated Press AP, the Chicago Manual of Style CMOS, and the American Psychological Association APA. Watch this. Key points on the capitalization. The capitalization signifies a shared identity. Capitalizing black acknowledges it as a proper noun. It doesn't describe. It is what it is. It stands alone like an FBA. Capitalizing black acknowledges it as a proper noun representing a specific group of people with a shared history, culture, and experience, particularly within the African diaspora. Watch this. It distinguishes from the color. Capitalization avoids confusion with the color black. The color black describes, not the capitalized black. So capitalization avoids confusion with the color black. The lowercase black is a color, not a person. The capitalized black is a what? Proper noun is a person or persons. You're done. This is how you educate. Okay. So this usage was racialized, but it was largely descriptive, not ideological or ethnocultural. It was used in the context of military and political alliances, not as a standalone cultural identity. You're done. Black Americans use black as a racial term too. Initially, before the 1960s, the term black was used pejoratively in the U.S. Black Americans were called Negro, most common until 1966, colored, and derogatorily black or worse. So, yes, black had racial connotations in both Haiti 18th century and the U.S. pre 1960s. The rebranding of black in America, 1960s, 70s, the civil rights and the black power movements redefined black as a symbol of pride, black is beautiful, a cultural and political identity, a pan-ethnic unique term that encompasses all African descended people in the U.S. This is when black became this. This what? The 1960s, this. This is when black became a standalone ethnonym, especially among foundational black Americans. No, no, no. It said especially among Haitians, independent of African, Caribbean ancestry, and those Haitians. Fiction. Now, here's where it cooks tether dream. It says, what is misleading or false? This is fiction to equate Les Noirs with an ethnonym. Les Noirs in Haiti was a never self-determined standalone cultural identity. What happened? Les Noirs in Haiti was never a self-determined standalone cultural identity. Never. It was a temporary reaction label during revolution. It was abandoned after 1804 when Haitians chose Haitian as their national identity in Dessalines 1805. It did not survive a cultural identity like black in America. That makes it not comparable to the 1960s redefinition of black in the US. Family, ChatGPT is an FBA. I'm convinced. Conflating black in Haiti and America erases the FBA ethnogenesis. So look what those tethers, because Revenue tried today. These tethers, by conflating black in Haiti with our black, they're trying to erase our FBA ethnogenesis. Haitians became Haitians in 1804. Jamaicans identified as such long before black was never embraced as a proud label. So black, even with Jamaicans, were never embraced as a proud label. Africans primarily use tribal or national identities even today. Black Americans are the only population in the world to transform a racial slur, black, into a chosen cultural, political identity. Saying Haitian, look, now it's talking to Tether Dream straight up. It says saying Haitians use black the same way as FBA is historically inaccurate and politically dismissive of FBA culture development. You fool. Conclusion. Final rebuttal to the Pan-Africanist revenue. While both Les Noirs and black had racialized origins, only black Americans transformed the word into a lasting, only black Americans transformed the word into a lasting cultural identity. Haitians never used Lenore as an ethnonym, stupid people, and they're watching right now, by the way. They are mad. They are mad. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at ChatGPT. Haitians never used Les Noirs as an ethnonym. They chose Haitian. So, no, these terms are not equivalent Trying to link them erases the unique journey of foundational Black Americans in defining themselves in a country that refused to. You're done. You're done. You're not ready. You're not ready, man. None of y'all ready. That psychopath clown, he's not ready. I got him out of there right away. He ain't no shit about Garvey. That was hilarious. You're done. Inspiring Heights, peace. Cavers Gardens, what's up with you? Are you FBA? Are you a spectator? Let us know something. KC back, yeah, you too. What are you? You FBA or are you a spectator or troll or tether? Let us know. Don't be ashamed of who you are and your lineage. Okay, so let's go further.
During the 16th to 18th centuries did not initially see themselves as a single Black people. They identified primarily by ethnic group: Akan, Yoruba, Igbo, Wolof, Mandinka, Congo, etc. Same as the ones that arrived in the Americas. Plantation owners, whoa, did y'all see that? Did y'all see it?
Okay, so I think I replayed that one.
They had no time to have an ethnogenesis.
All right, family. You got argue in the chat. Stop. Listen to this one. Everybody, listen to this one. He's going to go all out this time. Oh my, this is embarrassing. Listen to his words. He said, "Listen about the ethnogenesis, a tether dream. You might want to start. Matter of fact, you might want to start using ChatGPT a little more often, buddy." Hold on. I want a better background. I want to see his ugly face on the background. Okay. Okay, here we go. This looks better as a background. Okay. Listen to, in the words of Dr. Khalid Muhammad, listen to this damn fool.
They had no time to have an ethnogenesis. None at all. And given that the ethnogenesis happened after the Atlantic slave trade, the ethnogenesis happened after the Atlantic slave trade, when they banned the Atlantic slave trade and they turned to breeding to produce more slaves. That's when the ethnogenesis happened. That's when the American was made.
Really?
So everybody before that were Africans.
Oh.
Especially the ones in the 15th and 16th century.
I didn't know that.
They were still Africans. So the first people to refer to themselves as Blacks were Africans. Don't let them give you this bull crap. They had.
You hear this, fool? The ethnogenesis didn't start. The ethnogenesis started. The Foundation Black Americans ethnogenesis started after 1808. Hey, bro, you got to stop doing that. I'm gonna help you out, bro. Keep to the research. When you speak on yourself, you sound like a fool. Okay? You need to stick to the research. You went away from the research and you said the ethnogenesis ain't start yet. Where you get that from?
No time to have an ethnogenesis. None at all. And given that the ethnogenesis happened after the Atlantic slave trade, the ethnogenesis happened after the Atlantic slave trade, when they banned the Atlantic slave trade and they turned to breeding to produce more slaves.
Really?
That's when the ethnogenesis happened.
Oh, really?
That's when the American was made.
Really? Interesting. Never heard
So
that
everybody before that were Africans.
Really?
Especially the ones in the 15th and 16th century.
Okay. All right, family. Deal with that. Just a recap. What is ethnogenesis? Ethnogenesis is the process by which a new ethnic group or shared cultural identity emerges over time, usually among a migrant or displaced population, as a response to shared experiences, environments, language shifts, oppression, and adaptation. Example: Irish Americans, Afro Brazilians, and Foundational Black Americans, FBAs, all went through ethnogenesis. So, when did ethnogenesis begin for enslaved Africans in America? Let's see if Tether Dream is right. Ethnogenesis began almost immediately. What is he talking about? Ethnogenesis began almost immediately after Africans were enslaved in North America, not after the transatlantic slave ended in 1808. Tether, you're done. You're done. You're done. Because you said that's when it started. You're done. It said immediately it started. Watch this. From 1619 onward, enslaved Africans in British North America came from different tribes, languages, religions, and regions, were forcibly stripped of their original ethnic identities, e.g., Yoruba, Igbo, Akan, began forming a shared culture, Creole languages, spiritual systems, which evolved into Black Christianity, foodways, gumbo, okra, etc., kinship systems, extended families, fictive kin, resistance culture, music, folk tales, escape strategies. The shared culture was distinctly not African. Uh-oh, you said we were African. The shared culture was distinctively not African, but foundational Black American, a new people. You just said we were African. ChatGPT says we were a new people, African FBA. Don't get mad at me. Remember that word, that phrase you gave? Don't get mad at me. Get mad at Chat GPT. Ethnogenesis didn't happen after the transatlantic slave trade, fool. It started during it. So once they start to remove us from Africa, fool, the ethnogenesis started right then and there. You said it started after the breeding. You are a fool. The breeding started after they banned the slave trade. If you guys don't know, the transatlantic slave trade was banned in 1808, and then white folks in this country decided to breed us. He said, and after 1808, so he said that's when our ethnogenesis started. Well, don't get mad at me. Get mad at ChatGPT because it says our ethnogenesis started immediately, right as soon as we were taken from Africa. We were no longer Africans. All right. Okay. Watch this. The U.S. domestic slave trade accelerated ethnogenesis after the 1808 ban on the transatlantic slave trade after the 1808 ban on the transatlantic slave trade, American began breeding and selling enslaved people domestically, especially from Virginia to the Deep South. This forced migration of already U.S. born Black people disconnected them further from African tribal memory, made FBA Foundation Black American culture more cohesive and widespread, spread a common language, religion, resistance, style, and family structure. Enslaved people weren't identified as Africans anymore. They were identifying as a new group with American experience and culture. So now let's break down your Pan-Africanist angle. Claim they had no time to have an ethnogenesis. You said that. That's false. Ethnogenesis can happen over generations, especially under pressure and isolation. Enslaved Africans had 300 years to evolve into a unique cultural group in America. More than enough time. What are you talking about? Claim ethnogenesis happened after the slave trade ended. This is false. The false claim that he said ethnogenesis happened after The slave trade ended when breeding began. Misleading. Misleading. Ethnogenesis began long before 1808. Look what it said. It said long before 1808. What did accelerate was the loss of direction, African identity as new generations were born in America and not imported from Africa. Long before 1808, buddy. Claim everyone before that were just Africans, overly simplistic and ahistorical. God, yo, it's calling you an idiot, bro. And look, I'm playing your stuff back. It's documented. You can't get out of this now. It's over. I would never be this sloppy with research. It says Africans on the continent had tribal and regional identities. They didn't walk around calling themselves Africans in a Pan-African sense. Those enslaved in America came from diverse groups, and the loss of tribal identity forced a new one to emerge. Claim Africans were the first to call themselves black. False. Black was a European imposed racial. This is all stuff he's saying. Black was a European imposed racial classification, not a self-chosen identity by enslaved Africans. Africans historically referred to themselves by ethnic or tribal group, not by skin color. The term black as a self-pride ethnonym was created by Black Americans, not Haitians. Damn, yeah. My man tried to rewrite history, revise history, and give that credit to Haitians. No, this was an ethnonym created by Black Americans during the 20th century civil rights and Black power era. Bow down, bow down, bow down. Bow down to something greater than yourself, trick. What was that, Tupac? Bow down, great. Tupac said, bow down to something greater than yourself, trick. Get my money. He said, get my money in stacks and lace my bitches with dime figures. Real fingers on nickel plated non-triggers. I catch my enemies defeated. I fire where they smoke to the reader. Open fire to them niggas. That's Tupac. I just Tupac you. Look, it says summary. What can you say? The ethnogenesis of Black Americans began almost as soon as Africans were enslaved on American soil. Family, as soon as we touched ground in America, the ethnogenesis took place in 1612. What is this fool talking about? They're watching in silent. They're mad. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Over hundreds of years, a new culture, identity, and ethnic group emerged. Not African anymore, not European, but foundational Black American. The Pan-Africanist claim, the Tether claim, that ethnogenesis only happened after breeding began in the 1800s is historically inaccurate and ignores the deep cultural evolution that was already underway for generations. Africans did not call themselves Black as an identity. We did that in the 1960s on our own terms. Nothing about Jamaica, by the way. Nothing about Haiti. You just make up history, man. History is not on your side, buddy. Not on your side at all. Okay, so who's in the building? Yeah, I know he's done. But they keep trying. They keep trying, and I'm gonna keep welcoming them on here and keep making examples out of them. I seen Diane. Peace, Diane. What are you doing? Diane? Okay, Diane Fitzgerald. That sounds so stupid. Still blood types with these people are never mentioned. Why do they want people to be something that we're not, right? They want to make us African so bad. It's too late for that. Now look at some more stupidity that he said. Okay, so let's go back. I'm almost done. I'm almost done with this guy. Or I might be done. Yeah, I might be done. Hold on. That might be it. That's it. Okay, so ay. Well, family, I'm Jordan. Hope you had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed me correcting revenue and African dream. Tether Dream, Caribbean Dream at the same time today. I got both of them out of here. I got them both out of here. I'm gonna do a morning video on Charlie Kirk. I'm gonna attempt to give y'all the first Charlie Kirk, the man who inspired Charlie Kirk 60 years before. Okay. So it's gonna be dope. Try to think of a clever name. I gotta have Charlie Kirk in the title, but I'm trying to think of a clever name. I don't know. Should I have a picture of him? I don't know. Like I don't want to be shadow banned, so I gotta take it easy. I'm gonna have his name in the title, kind of respectfully. I'm not gonna troll. Like I said, you on YouTube, you gotta know where you at. This ain't black tube. This is YouTube. And people say small hat tube.